August 8th, 2022. Halfcast 334, episode 334. Let's go.
We're now listening to a Bobby Johnson beat.
Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. An evening of reflection. Shall we? Ex-Patterson cop accused of beating handcuffed man pleads not guilty. It's this lack of restraint, it's this lack of professionalism that makes people want to run from the police, that makes people want to fight the police, or in some cases shoot at the police for fear of once they get you into those handcuffs, once they subdue you, then these sort of extracurricular activities are on the table. A former Patterson police officer who was indicted last month on charges he beat a man in handcuffs and then lied about it on his report pleaded not guilty on Monday. Spencer Finch, 45, entered not guilty pleas to charges of official misconduct, aggravated assault, unlawful possession of a weapon, tampering with public records, and perjury, an arraignment held virtually before Superior Court Judge Joseph A. Portelli in Passaic County. I don't think it matters if he pleads not guilty, because lying on a police report, falsifying a police report, is a huge red flag that he absolutely knew he was dead wrong and there was going to be some type of heat behind it. Or, to put it plainly, he knew he fucked up. The defendant pleads not guilty to each and every charge. Finch's attorney, Anthony Iaculo, said during the brief proceeding, Finch rejected the state's plea offer, Iaculo said, and is free while he awaits trial. Raise your hand if you think he's going to lose trial. Rejected the plea deal. Now he's going to waste the state's time and money redefining the obvious. Finch, an 18-year veteran of the Patterson Police Department, was wearing a body camera. 18 years, you were right there. You throw it all away, but turned it off when he responded to a call of a dispute at an apartment building on May 26, 2021. Another officer had his body camera on, and it recorded the altercation between Finch and the suspect. When I catch articles of veteran law enforcement, 15 years, 20 plus years, been on the force forever, violating people's rights, or just flat out going overboard, I can't shake the feeling that this is not their first time doing this. This is only their first time getting caught. We just live in the age of the easily accessible recording device. Finch later wrote in his report that he had his camera off because he feared imminent harm and bodily injury would occur if the man entered the apartment, but the prosecutor's office maintains that the video shows the suspect kept a clear distance from the officers and was not a threat. If you're doing stand-up, solid police work, the body cam cannot hurt you. It can only back you up. It can only help you. The video shows Finch first slapping the suspect in the face, then striking him multiple times with a flashlight. Once in handcuffs, Finch kneed the man in the face and chest, according to the arrest affidavit. In his report, Finch wrote that he told the man he was under arrest for making terroristic threats and ordered him to put his hands behind his back, but the suspect took an aggressive stance and clenched his fist. Finch described the suspect as placing a hand around his torso, struggling and punching and kicking him for several minutes, authorities said. Once handcuffed, the man tried to headbutt Finch, who then kneed the man in the chin, Finch said in his report, according to authorities. Note that the other officer refused to be guilty by association and left his damn body camera on. Not losing my benefits fucking with you. The man was taken to a nearby medical facility where he was treated for a cut to his chin and soreness to his shoulder. The affidavit states the flashlight that Finch used to hit the suspect is not authorized by the Patterson Police Department, the prosecutor's office said. Finch was arrested in June of 2021, about 3 weeks after the incident, and released without bail. He was terminated in November of 2021 after initially being suspended without pay. Finch's next hearing is scheduled for November 14th. Next up, California dermatologist accused of poisoning husband who has been sick for a month. That has to be the most passive aggressive way to get out of a marriage ever. And then maybe if he turns his act around, you nurse him back to health. A California dermatologist has been arrested on suspicion of poisoning her husband. Yue Yu, 45, was taken into custody by police in Irvine, Orange County after her husband of 10 years fell ill over the past month. The husband, who has not been identified, set up surveillance after growing suspicions of his wife. Irvine Police Department Lieutenant Bill Bingham told the Orange County Register, "The only poison that I'm aware of off the top of my head is arsenic that can kill you over time. When given in low doses, it just builds up into your bloodstream." I can see an expressionless face like that looking back at someone while they're slipping away and just telling them that they don't look so good. She was released after posting $30,000 bond on Friday, according to Orange County jail inmate records, and is due to appear in court on Monday. According to an online profile, Miss Yu, who also goes by the first name Emily, studied medicine at Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri, and practices at Providence Mission Hospital. In a statement, which means she doesn't have a shortage of access to drugs. In a statement to the Register, the hospital said it was fully cooperating with the police investigation. This incident is a domestic matter which occurred in Irvine, and we want to reassure our community that there has been no impact on our patients, Providence Mission Hospital said. It's unclear how Miss Yu was allegedly poisoning her husband. The scary part is her being a dermatologist. She could have rigged something up to rub on this man's skin. It's not lotion, it's poison. Next up, manager's text asking worker to help on day off sparks outrage. Rightfully so. Dear management, if I had any intention on coming in on my day off, I would be there already, wouldn't I? A manager has been blasted after he revealed he came into work the day after a murder happened in his home while he berated an employee who needed to take time off for an appointment. What, did he commit the murder himself? His family was getting in the way of his job? In a viral post shared on Reddit's anti-work group, user Spice Kebab shared a text exchange between them and the manager. The Reddit user explained they had been called while driving and then asked whether they could work on their day off. No, the exchange began with the manager who said, "Can you come in and help these guys? It's only 3 of them all day." As a manager, that's either a scheduling problem or a personnel problem. Either way, it started and ended with you seeing this happening in advance. In response, the Reddit user replied, "I can come in, but it would only be an hour or so since I have an appointment at 3:30. And that's a good employee because he doesn't have to come in at all." This prompted the manager to sensationally reveal he had come into work following a murder at his home. I wouldn't want to come to work just off the fact that he might not have been ruled out as a suspect yet. Maybe the police told him the only place you can go from home is to work and back. He said, "You don't answer anytime somebody calls you. How is that supposed to work? When a murder happened in my house, I was at work the next day." Good for you, buddy. When I had both my wisdom tooth coming in off like 3 different pain pills, I was at work. I'm saying this because you have to understand what comes with this promotion. We need to be able to rely on you at all times. I didn't give you my soul, you bastard. And if you feel like you're not happy here, we don't want to keep you somewhere you're not happy. How you gonna threaten to fire somebody on their day off? Because it's just threats. The Reddit user said they did not reply during to the message and call as they were driving. Fair enough. They also noted the man who berated them was not even the store's manager. One of those assholes that measures his success not by how far he's climbed, but how many people are below him. They later added, I interpreted it as a threat, but I'm in an at-will employment state, so he absolutely would have if I pushed him. He's not the store manager. He can't fire you. I am looking for other jobs at the moment. It's been difficult finding one that pays close enough with my limited experience, unfortunately. One Reddit user said someone got killed at his house and he rocked up at work. What a loser. Someone not coming to work on their day off doesn't mean they don't want their job. It just means it's their damn day off. Fun show. Fun show. Fun show. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.